privilege to stand before this diverse and extraordinary gathering of pioneer researchers, innovators, and industry practitioners from across the globe. A hearty welcome to the workshop on post-quantum cryptography organized at LLMIT Jaipur. In today's digital era, where technology drives every aspect of our lives, the need to protect data, preserve privacy, and ensure trust has never been more critical. The emergence of quantum computers poses a great significant risk to the security of commonly used public key cryptography, as they are likely to be vulnerable to quantum-based attacks. Post-quantum cryptography is designed to rely on the computational hardness of specific problems in both quantum and classical context. This workshop will explore various facets of post-quantum cryptography, including challenges related to implementation and migration from existing cryptographic systems. With this workshop, let us engage in meaningful discussions, share cutting-edge research, and create robust solutions for a safer and more resilient digital landscape. I now request our dignitaries, Sri Arvind Kumar, Controller of Certifying Authorities, New Delhi, Professor Rahul Banerjee, Director, LNMIT Jaipur, and Dr. Balaji Rajendran, CDAC Bangalore, to come up on the stage for the lamp lighting and the inaugural ceremony. I request Professor Jaiprakash Kar to felicitate our guest. now invite Dr. Balaji Rajendran, CDAC Bangalore, to address the audience.
Good morning. Hello. Good morning to all of you. This is an honor and privilege to me to stand before all of you and address you. Actually, I would like to keep it very brief because I have a technical presentation just immediately after this part. So first of all, my sincere thanks to the host, LNMIT, and Professor Rahul Banerjee sir, Director sir, for being with us and supporting this event. And of course, Professor, along with his team, led by Professor Jayaprakash sir, Dr. Kusumlata madam, and all the members who have been from LNMIT team, we'd like to thank you, sir. And today, our chief guest, Sri Arvind Kumar sir, Controller of Certifying Authorities, we are privileged to have you, sir. Without your continuous and consistent support to us, this would not have been possible. And of course, with this, your support today, we are organizing this post-quantum cryptography workshop, which I'm sure that will create a huge awareness in this particular important and very timely topic. And this also will be made available, this content today, it will be the speakers and whatever it is will be available online also soon. So I would just like to also say a few words about the Office of CCA, where Dr. Sri Arvind Kumar sir has been leading. So CCA is the operates the National Route Certifying Authority of India. They are the apex regulatory body in the country who are overseeing the implementation and operation of the public key infrastructure ecosystem, basically the digital trust ecosystem, particularly concerning the digital signatures and digital certificates. The Office of the Controller of Certifying Authorities are operating as per the Indian IT Act 2000, and they are playing a crucial role in ensuring the security and trustworthiness of electronic transactions. The journey of Controller of Certifying Authorities in India reflects the country's commitment in building a robust digital infrastructure and promoting trust and security in electronic transactions. Through its regulatory efforts and initiatives, the CCA plays a crucial role in facilitating the growth of the digital economy of the country and ensuring the integrity of electronic transactions in India. So, further to this, the Office of CCA has taken new initiatives and has introduced elliptic curve cryptography algorithms for issuing DSCs along with RSA. Or RSA algorithm also. Of course, some of the things I will also be talking in the presentation. The Office of CCA has also designed and developed e-sign authentication technique. The digital signatures and e-sign offer similar authenticity and integrity assurances as traditional signatures, making them widely accepted for legal transactions and document. Last but not the least, I should say that Office of CCA is pioneering digital growth in various sectors and strengthening the country's vision of a developed India and facilitating the ease of doing business. So with this brief introduction, we are privileged to have you, sir, Arvind Kumar sir, and taking your valuable time out for this particular workshop. And I'm representing CDAC, CDAC's basically Center for Development of Advanced Computing. So CDAC is the scientific R&D society of the government of India under the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, MeitY. I come specifically from CDAC Bangalore, led by Executive Director Dr. S.D. Sudarshan. So CDAC Bangalore, of course CDAC has been working on high performance computing and has been leading the country's supercomputing initiatives. But of course CDAC has been working in all sides of IT and electronics. So CDAC Bangalore has been, its core area of strength has been in HPC, quantum computing, cyber security. And I would like to focus myself, because I lead the cybersecurity division here, so I would like to focus on some of the activities that will be there. My colleagues who have come here also have paper presentations in the conferences, who will be telling more about some of the activities that we are doing. But that is for the later part of the day. But today, I'll be sticking to the topic of digital trust and just giving a primer of what is the requirement of post-quantum cryptography. So that will be the base session in which we'll be starting. So with that brief introduction, I'm thankful to all of you and thanking the organizers. So I just I would like to listen from the guest and the chief guest as well as the director, sir. For that. Thank you.
Now I request our Honorable Director, Professor Rahul Banerjee, to address the audience.
Very good morning and a very warm welcome to the LLMIIT campus and to this workshop. We are grateful to each one of you for having come over here, being with us, participating in the journey of our learning and perhaps your opportunity to share your expertise. We are specifically thankful to CDAC for the contribution with respect to this workshop and our chief guest today for being here. We all know that the key distribution problem was probably one of the reasons that in a networked world we had to probably consider something where by knowing one key determining another key becomes extremely difficult. And public key cryptography or asymmetric cryptography instead of the symmetric cryptography that the traditional system did have. And if you go back to several years, X.509 certificates and all of those kinds and the extended formats were used extensively for quite a few of those. And we know there are different hierarchies of certificate authorities. Root certificate authority is the one which actually determines the rest of the ecosystem's possibility to follow up, because finally even different kind of certificate issuing authorities get connected and certified and validated through them. There have been times when signature dynamics, etc. also have been in play for quite some time. Irrespective of the way biometric elements got involved at different points in time in signature dynamics, as you might have seen probably about 3 decades back when at University of California at Berkeley, a lot of work was going on in that direction. Today what we are doing, probably we are doing many things together. We are still using for quite a few things symmetric cryptography where it makes sense because of the efficiency, speed, and all of those kind of things, and where you do not have the key distribution challenges involved. We also use asymmetric cryptography and public key crypto system. I remember about 15-20 years ago, when we talked about cryptography, probably we also had a passing reference to what was then known as quantum cryptography. I'm not talking about post-quantum. Quantum cryptography primarily benefited from the quantum mechanical characteristics and benefited from the entanglement and superposition related things. So if we talk about, say, passive attacks in the channels which were protected through that kind of cryptographic method, it was not possible to go undetected because of the entanglement property. Any one change through ability to read or attempt to read something which was getting communicated over that kind of a channel would get automatically detected because of the entanglement property. At the other end, the things will change. So we know that it is the active attack we have to focus more on. And in post-quantum cryptography, the things, of course, are assuming that when quantum computers are there, still the difficulties in breaking the ciphers remains acceptable. I know that we are no longer looking for things like which are unconditional security, like one-time pad offered. In the good old days, the way military used, but we are looking for computationally and provable secure systems, even when there is enough computing power that the quantum computers would generally allow. So thank you all here for being here, and once again a very warm welcome to each one of you. I hope each one of us learns through this. Thank you.
May I now request our chief guest, Shri Arvind Kumar, Controller of Certifying Authorities, New Delhi, to inaugurate the workshop and address the audience.
Thank you, ma'am. Good morning to all of you. Mr. Banerjee, my colleague, Dr. Balaji from CDAC Bangalore. I could see faces from CDAC Noida, colleagues from CDAC Noida, from STQC, and many researchers and innovators, professors. Very warm welcome to this particular workshop. I really congratulate LNM IIT director and all the colleagues from there for organizing this international conference on information system security and a workshop which is on a very pertinent topic of post-quantum cryptography. I think a week before we all saw that Willow, that chip from Google is already out. They are talking about quantum computing chip, claims to be, and they're saying it's much faster than the supercomputers, 10 to the power 125 or something like that. That figure is they're giving, that's a claim. Anyway, again going to be assessed and verified. As Balaji told us that CDEC under the program of Ministry of Electronics and IT is already having a mission on National Supercomputing Mission. I think already the Government of India has established supercomputing of more than, I think, 30 systems already in place in different academic institutions. There is planned to be a grid. And now you also know that there is a quantum computing mission which is being headed by the Office of PSA, Principal Scientific Advisor to the Prime Minister, and being implemented by DST. So I think there can be no better time, no better topic to organize a workshop on this topic. Dr. Balaji told about the activities of the Office of CA. We are the regulator. We are the regulator for digital trust, digital signatures in the country under the IT Act. That's how we have been given the responsibility. The system of cryptography which is being used in digital signature is based on the PKI framework which has been brought up by the Office of CCA. And again, rightly said, it is an asymmetric system of encryption. This digital signature is very important in today's domain. As all of you have seen the growth of digital India, today must have seen in the last G20 meetings last year, that we have become a role model. Be it Aadhaar, the kind of population scale implementation of the project, UPI, and our own this Gati Shakti, ONDC, these are the big platforms. They are all going to be emulated by various neighboring countries, various countries, Europe and the other part of the world. We have seen that the success of all these big Digital India programs have an underlying support of digital signature. Without digital signature, such kind of programs cannot have a success like this. So digital signature is very important, and all the digital signatures are being issued through the certifying authorities who operates under the license and regulation of the Office of CCA. They are supposed to implement certain guidelines and they are subjected to various audits and reviews. Today's system of PKI based signatures is based on the RSA and ECC encryption schemes, and as you know that quantum computing is becoming reality. Maybe today we see that it's not coming, it has already come, or it will be coming in a later part of the time zone, but it is, we can see it is coming. The assessment is 2030, 2035. So Government of India, through the Office of PSA, we have already conducted programs, a workshop, in which we have drawn up a plan how to address the requirement of government in the area of post-quantum cryptography. So, my office of the CCA and SETS, Society for Electronic Transactions, under the PSA office in Chennai, we have brought out a roadmap, had a discussion with various stakeholders. The stakeholders, we understand it is not only the government who are implementers in strategic sectors, they're not only the players who are implementing in the private sector. We have also had detailed discussions with various manufacturers giving products in India based on various cryptographic schemes. So we have drawn up a plan how to go ahead with the implementation of PQC, because the threat is real, the timelines are unknown, so we should have a clear-cut plan to address the challenge, not only in government, not only in the private sector, but all stakeholders have to work. I am very happy to see a gathering of researchers who are working in this area of post-quantum cryptography, innovators who will be developing the products. I would like to share the final outcome of our report so that all of you can contribute. We are all on the same page and we work together as one India team, rather having our working in various silos. So I intended to give presentation, but somehow because it's an inauguration part of it, so I am not going into the detail because you people will be giving a very detailed technical deliberations. I think that forms the basis of developing a strong system in the country. So one or two things I would definitely like to address, that for the very beginning of the system is we have to do a risk assessment. Every organization in government, in private, those who are holding PKI based digital signature, digital trust systems, they should do a critical risk assessment to look at what are the different crypto assets they've got. They have to make an inventory of all crypto libraries. They have to set up a test environment. They should also look at what are the priority applications which need to be tested on the pilot basis initially, then moving to the PQC in a hybrid mode. The hybrid mode that is being talked about internationally today, if you look at the reports from US or Europe, so that is also being supported by our program as on date. But nothing is fixed today. As you know, we have to be agile in our planning. We have to be very, very flexible so that whatever we have to be updated in what all is happening internationally and our own development which comes out through you, all researchers. This may find the basis of various international plans and programs. All of you know, NIST has brought out the standards. Those standards are already published. So we need to get ourselves aligned to those standards whenever we are working on doing any research in these domains. Because these are the standards which will form the basis for any crypto devices coming for the future. As rightly pointed out by the director sir, that quantum computing was there, but quantum cryptography might have thought of, but the post-quantum crypto, the idea is which can resist the PKI based system, which can resist the quantum computing. So that's where we are working for. That's why we are addressing the whole issue. I think this workshop will bring out a lot of papers and research discussions, your outcomes. We would like to look at the proceeding of this workshop. We would like to align with our plan and maybe engaging with you in more details so that we have a One India plan and we should work in a total as a team. So if we look at the type of steps which we need to take is, first of all, we are looking for indigenization of the technologies. We don't want to be dependent on the overseas product as of now. So nurturing the indigenous technologies, focusing on developing local cryptographic algorithms and hardware solutions. We are also working as a team under PSA office on development of indigenous HSM modules in India. And all of you know, India in the area of semiconductor, the semiconductor mission by the ministry, the focus is on development of our own indigenous chip. So the moment we have our own indigenous chip, then we will provide the hardware root of trust from the office of CCA. It will become a totally indigenous, our own trusted hardware that will provide the basis for various such kind of products to come up in future. We should look at lot of awareness creation is required in this area, not only through the researchers over here or innovators, but also the users part of it. So we are already working out a program on giving this awareness, lot of awareness creation across the country to various stakeholders through CDAC and the SETs. This kind of program our office is going to run in future. Then testing and certification is a very important element. I am very happy to see STQC represented here, which is our national organization on the area of standards, testing, certification. This is a very good domain which they can pursue and it becomes a very independent, a very competent organization to work with, developing standards, participation in standards. These are the few activities we should look at. Finally, very secure way of transition from PKI to PQC is also very important. So I urge all of you to look at all these aspects and try to align your activities along with this kind of plan, and so that we can move in a very synergic way and bring out a One India plan on which we can track the development. We will be working together. So with these few words, I am thankful for giving me this opportunity. I inaugurate this workshop and I wish success, very useful discussions, very fruitful collaborations, and we are there to work with CDAC, Office of CCA will be working together with you. Thank you so much.